Hey guys, it's Memorizer92, and today I'm going to cover some small but helpful tips when playing Arcanist that I didn't cover in my other guides. For those who doesn't know well about Arcanist, my guides will help you a lot, so check the links in the description before watching this. Then let's get started. First one is investing skill level over level 10 on red skills. Remember that the damage of the red skills comes out from the stack explosion. For instance, Secret Garden shows 2 kinds of damage on stacks. If I use it now, then it shows 2 kinds of damage. Well, the higher one is the stack damage, and the lower one is the damage of the skill. The problem is, even if you raise the skill level up to level 11 or 12, it will barely increase your damage since that will only increase the skill damage, which is the lower damage part. Here, let me try at level 10 and 12 for Secret Garden. First, at level 10. So it does 2 million damage on non-crit and 4.2 million with crit. This time, let's try with level 12. It did 2.1, which is very similar without the crit. And it did 4.2 million, which was also similar to the previous higher damage. Despite the fact, if you're an Empress build, you still have to invest some in the red skills since other skills don't do any DPS. Normally, people invest in Quadra Accelerate because this does the strongest damage among all the yellow and blue skills that this race set use. And for other two, normally people invested 2 out of 3 red skills, just like what I'm doing. Also, the stack damage does not have an attack type, so even though Secret Garden is a back attack and Serendipity is a head attack type, the stack damage will not get affected from it. And this is how Empress Arcana, which runs lots of red skills like this, can run Headmaster Engraving as a free positional class. The next one is using spacebar on the second awakening to cancel the long animation. First, this is when you don't use the spacebar. And this time, let me show you when you use the spacebar. So you can see that the animation got shortened. And it's not like you must do this every time, but it is really useful in certain cases. For instance, if you have Call card and Wheel of Fortune card pair set, then you can land 2 times of Awakening plus 1 red skills in 4 seconds before Call card effect goes off. So let me show you. First, let's stack up the stacks. And then here I go. Just like that before it finishes. The next one is using red skills for Stagger. When you have at least 1 stack on the mob, then the red skill will do more stagger than when there's no stacks. The stagger does not go higher when you have more stacks, so you want at least 1 stack on the mob when you do the stagger gimmick. Here, let me show you. So let's summon a boss that has a stagger bar. And let's try to use this skill, Secret Garden, without the stacks. Then it did up to here, right beneath the start of the X here. So this time, let's try to summon the same mob. And let's try it with 1 stack on it. Okay, it's the same mob. And I will use this card, the Hydra, to add the stack. And this time, let's try to use the skill. As you can see, it did like twice more stagger. The next one is the flexible card system. You can use the cards even when you're in an animation like this. Also, both of the cards can be used at the same time if you press the keys. This will be useful when you're trying to squeeze the DPS in 4 seconds when you have important cards like Call and Judgment and Wheel of Fortune. Lastly, how to maintain Adrenaline engraving easier. This engraving. Whenever you use the card, that will also trigger the Adrenaline stacks. So when you don't have skills, you can use a card to maintain the Adrenaline. Here, let me show you. As you can see, the Adrenaline stack 1 is activated. Now it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and hit the sub if you liked it. See you guys on the next video. Bye bye.